Grumbly greetings, everybody. I am Solidus-Skully. Disappointed and anguished because I have to re-record this part again due to editor fuckery. Same old story, as Skully Reviews is often known to have said. And indeed, we're back with more Birth by Sleep. And I'm gonna have to remember what I fucking said previously to continue on this lavish part.
Unversed. This can only mean Master Xehanort was right.
So yeah, more beating up the unversed sugar me doos, and to go into a little bit more detail, yeah, because of editor fuckery, I basically had to... Again, I recorded like a complete part of this very part, I actually recorded completely, and now we're gonna do it again. And that makes me very angry, because I have fuck all idea what I said before, now I have fuck all idea what I'm gonna say now, so... I suppose if there is anything I can say to get back onto topic of things that are slightly more relevant, yeah, in terms of Terra's visit to Radiant Garden, it does have a lot more story to it, and we are going to be seeing a little bit more about how Braig, who you saw very briefly in Aqua's story towards the end of her side of Birth by Sleep, yeah, we're going to see what his whole deal is, at least in regards to why he's teaming up with Master Xehanort, but yeah, it seems that things aren't quite as cut and dry as they may appear to be. Anyway, this is also Wind Cutter, one of the new abilities that we got from command melding. Not exactly the most useful ability that Terra ever gets, but, you know, it is pretty nice for what it's worth. Probably only really a bit more useful for this point of the game, but, yeah, another ability of Dark Haze that I forgot to mention beforehand is also the special ability to cast Doom on enemies. As you can see here, it counts down from 5, and as soon as that countdown is eliminated, boom, they suffer the spell of Doom. But yeah, that only applies to some enemies. I wouldn't recommend trying it on bosses, unless of course, you know, you're expecting that effect to work, because spoiler alert, it doesn't.
What's Master Xehanort doing here? Maybe he found something out.
Yes, boy. You see, the thing that I found out from my previous encounter with you was that you were very gullible and easily manipulated by my plans.
But yes, I mean, as you can tell over there, Xehanort is here, so, it seems that he has some manipulations and titillations to tempt us. But yeah, anyway, more story to be found here, and, I really don't know what to say. I mean, we are going to be meeting Braig, obviously, and that's kind of about it, really, which, I mean, I don't really have much else to say about Radiant Garden apart from that. I mean, after, you know, Terra story, we will visit it one more time, but, you know, even then, that's just for a one more encounter thing, so, stay tuned. And this will also be the third and, well, it's technically meant to be canonically the first time we encounter Merlin, but also the third and final time for this, commentary. Yes, oh no, we can't go off the beaten path, so let's chase after Xenoblade, Xenogears, Xehanort, whatever his name is, this week.
Why can't I ever seem to remember this address exactly?
Excuse me, Your Elderness.
Huh?
I believe you dropped this book.
Did I? Oh, I'm very sad to say this isn't one of mine, but what a remarkable book it is. This unassuming volume seems to have the unusual effect of awakening one's innermost abilities.
A book that makes people stronger? If it's alright, Your Elderness, might I have a closer look?
The name is Merlin. I'm a powerful wizard, and I'll have you know a lot of wisdom comes with age. Anyway, as I said, the book is not mine, but I'd be happy to keep it here for you.
Thank you, Merlin.
Yeah, what Merlin basically means by the whole, oh yes, Terra, read this book to get more power, is pretty much, you know, unlocking the Winnie the Pooh command board, which, you know, we've already seen in Aqua story, so yeah, you've already seen what that entails. It's pretty much just leveling up commands, so nothing really tangible to do in story, but yeah, whatever. I suppose it could be worse. I mean, Terra could be in for a realm of a realm, he could be in for a realm of blood and honey. Since, you know, Winnie the Pooh is basically public domain at this stage, which, for lack of absolutely fucking anything else to say, first of all, Trinity Armor is buggering on by, and Terra gives chase. But in the meantime, however, yeah, probably not necessarily going to be recent news by the time this part gets uploaded, but still relatively recent news for me, is that, yeah, as of January 1st, 2024, I'm currently recording this on the 5th, yeah, Mickey Mouse has now entered the public domain. More specifically, it's the first 3 Mickey Mouse cartoons, Steamboat Willie, Crazy Planes a Flying, I don't think that's the right title, and a third cartoon that I can't quite remember, but basically a lot of the early Mickey Mouse shorts are pretty much in the public domain, basically meaning that, much in the same vein as Winnie the Pooh, how it could pretty much have anything from, you know, like a distaff animation counterpart to a fucking low-budget horror movie made about it, Mickey Mouse himself can pretty much be using anything from the first 3 shorts, and it could technically be counted as your own version of canon. So yes, indeed, expect to see stuff like Suicide Mouse, or a film adaptation of stuff like Abandoned by Disney or Room Zero or whatever, and all those old creepypastas from the days of yore given new life as they fucking make a film adaptation for new generations, or assuming anybody still cares about that. God, Jesus Christ, creepypastas, that fucking takes me back. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, given the fact that we have Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, it's likely gonna happen at some stage, so... And I mean, again, sort of speaking personally and a little bit nostalgically, like, I mean, again, like, I mean, chided as, like, a lot of the Mickey Mouse creepypastas are, like, Suicide Mouse for being like, oh no, Mickey shows up in black and white with hyper-realistic blood. One of the few creepypastas I actually do, like, hold a bit of reverence for from my days as a, you know, angsty teenager, is actually Room Zero. Like, I mean, it does still contain a lot of that slime beast, you know, tropey shite of, oh no, Disney, the evil corporation, having ninjas to stop conspiracies. But I will say, like, I mean, that scene in the, you know, in the Fallout bunker when, you know, the theme park was getting bombed back in the 50s, and, you know, everybody's sort of panicking and going absolutely insane, only for complete silence to fall towards the end. Yeah, that actually was a pretty decent twisty ending. I was quite happy with that. I mean, again, granted, I'm not going to say that, you know, Room Zero or even Abandoned by Disney are completely foolproof, because, I mean, they are still... Especially the ending of Abandoned by Disney, actually, that one was, how you say, kinda cap of shit. And, it does kind of live up to that whole creepypasta thing of, like, the atmosphere was decent up until a certain point. And now I'm just sort of feeling nostalgic for the days of yore. But, I don't know. I mean, creepypastas for a time... I don't know, they were just fun little ghost stories to read. In the meantime, however, you go pretty much the same route that Aqua and Ventus went through, so... That's also part of why I had a lot of trouble finding things to say in the previous part and even with this one, which, again, you fucking know for a fact since I'm talking about fucking creepypastas from the days of yore, but... You know, I mean, back, like, you know, in 2010, 2012, like, I mean, stuff about creepypastas was the fucking shit, man. And I mean, again, a lot of people, you know, turn into fucking pseudo-horror, man, it's a diet six-pack of scary shit, but I mean, those were the same sort of people who were, like, legitimately creeped out by those sorts of stories back in the day. I mean, again, they may be flawed now that you're older and have analytical skills, but back then, man, I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm a little bit more wistful and nostalgic for them, but I don't know, I do sort of miss the days of, like, some ordinary gamers' creepypasta readings as opposed to nowadays when Mudahar's basically just shoving his face in a thumbnail and just talking about drama for YouTube doll redos. I don't know, YouTube was a very different place, even as far back as 2012, which, I mean, Jesus Christ, back then I thought, man, this YouTube sucks now because they changed the layout. Little did Solidus-Skully know that, oh, it's gonna get so much worse. In fact, to be completely honest here, I'm still starting to wonder how much longer I'm gonna be around on this site for. Yeah, well, maybe until my eventual suicide happens, you never know. But in the meantime, however, to talk about Birth by Sleep more specifically, yeah, cutting out the Trinity Armor fight once again, you will see a completed version of that fight in the Mirage Arena where it's a little bit more difficult, but nothing much really changes in terms of its overall mechanics, which is why I'm cutting it out here, because we've kind of already seen this before. Still, I mean, to once again give Birth by Sleep its credit, the soundtrack is pretty fucking great. The fight against Trinity Armor in terms of its enemy dynamics is actually quite snazzy. Again, it is pretty much a take on the Guard Armor from Kingdom Hearts 1. But at the same time though, I feel like it does enough different and it has a lot more flashier attacks to really sort of, you know, set itself up on its own as it does its little Transformer Combinatron kind of thing, and I don't know. It's a pretty snazzy boss fight through and through. And once again, the whole team-up attack thing here, it always makes me smile. Slash, and of course, the cross slash.
Yes, that means Trinity Armor now belongs to me, Master Xehanort boy.
Wait a minute, Aqua, where is your Destiny's Embrace Keyblade? Ah, the Continuity. It is broken!
We make a good team. Sure do.
And now here comes, well, first of all, the path of the Disney Town.
For what?
Now, of course, Ventus is going to take his 2 children. Yes, I did say that right. But yeah, to kind of talk about why Terra, you know, why Terra's kind of in the wrong here, and admittedly, I do sort of think that Aqua and Ventus do pile on, well, okay, more so Aqua than Ventus, pile on him a little bit unnecessarily. Again, I've already talked about Aqua pretty much being accusatory towards Terra when she defended him earlier. What Terra could have done to save himself is that he could have brought up what Master Xehanort had told him. Again, it's a bullshit story, we all know that from the end of the other 2 stories at this point. But the thing of it is, he could have said to Aqua when she said, "I've seen you do darkness things," you know, he easily could have just said, "Maleficent manipulated me and toyed with the darkness in my heart, I need some help." Or moreover, talked about the whole Xehanort thing of, look, Master Xehanort is hunting down Vanitas, who's the boy in the mask. He's the one causing the Unverse running around, and I'm gonna need some help to take him down. Again, why Terra didn't think to report this to Master Eriquist first and foremost is a bit of an odd duck. Because, especially since he also said, you know, fine Master Xehanort, report back, but he doesn't for some reason.
I've been to the same worlds as you, and I've seen what you've done.
But again, part of the other reason why I don't buy this for all 3 characters' stories is primarily because they've shown that Aqua, Terra, and Ventus before this point, they trust each other. Even though they've, you know, had the odds and sods here and there, you know, they'll still have each other's backs. But it's this one scene where they seem to break apart for adequately no reason. Again, Terra, despite being, you know, strong-willed, afraid of losing as we saw earlier, again, he just shrugs them off. Again, they're...
I'm on my own now.
Look, I mean, I've ranted about this for long enough, but you already know exactly what I think and feel about this scene. It's contrived, and... again, it's just very inorganic writing, and that really just stinks of this scene as a means of saying, hey look, it means Xehanort can win, because the plot says he has to. Squaddle-ah.
Master Xehanort is the only one I can still count on.
You must be Terra. It's that old coot. He won't stop asking for you. I came all the way out here to get you, just so he'd clam up.
What do you mean?
Ha! Do I have to spell it out? Xehanort, whatever he's called. You know, my prisoner.
You're apparently not a very good liar. Master Xehanort would never let himself be caught by a thug like you.
As if. I got the old coot at my mercy. See for yourself. I'm holding him underneath the outer gardens. You better show up before I lose my patience. Ciao.
There's no way it's true. But no harm in looking.
You know, something just kind of occurred to me in that scene. Like, I mean, say for a fact that, you know, Terra maybe, you know, completely trusted Master Xehanort as he was implied to do so in that scene. You know, and he had complete faith that, you know, Xehanort wouldn't be caught dead by this, you know, fucking random punk-ass guy with a crossbow, you know, giving it all this. Wouldn't Xehanort just sort of be left hanging there if Terra, like, just up and left? I don't know, I'm just having a bit of a funny moment picturing Xehanort going,
What's the fucking hold-up? Terra, my boy, where the fuck are you? I've been standing here for hours and me bones are aching. Somebody get me a walking stick.
Ugh. But anyway, our main priority at this stage is pretty much tackling Braig, so... for the sake of at least talking about exactly what his characters deal with, again, if you've seen Kingdom Hearts 2, he's pretty much the guy who eventually becomes Xigbar. In the original continuity, however, by which I mean in Birth by Sleep, yeah, Braig is pretty much one of the guards of Ansem's castle. He's wearing a similar uniform to that of Dylan and Alias. And yeah, he's pretty much, you know, patrolling around Radiant Garden, making sure that all the people are safe. Except as you can tell with his mannerisms and very laid-back demeanor, he doesn't really seem to take his job too seriously. He's very much, you know, just whatever, man. I saw a Keyblade and I thought, dude, I gotta have one of those too. And yeah, he's not exactly on the level. He seems to have teamed up with Master Xehanort. And yeah, they seem to be colluding to something far beyond our imagination. But let's just say that Braig is more than worthy of handling a Keyblade. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say apart from this, but then again, I suppose part of the reason why maybe Xehanort decided to give this guy a chance is because it reminds him of one of his old school chums, Braig. One eye. And if we remember what happened to Sigbar in Kingdom Hearts 2, we remember that he went for his whole little big boss look, but again, and even later on in this game, as we saw with Aqua and Braig, Braig also has one eye. Yes. Well, I think we all know exactly what's going to happen at this stage, while we just sort of bugger about fighting enemies, destroying the unversed, and returning them to Vanitas, so killing them is pointless until we destroy Vanitas. But again, I mean, as I pointed out beforehand, it's kind of odd that Terra never actually encounters Vanitas up until right at the end of the game, actually, so yeah, that's a bit of a pointless challenge, really. Anyway, to talk about more relevant gameplay terms, this is Rockbreaker, one of Terra's, well, it's pretty much one of his secondary abilities next to Critical Impact, and yeah, he launches out those little rock pillars, and delicious. Pulsing crystal. Oh, try as we might, we can never climb high enough to reach this puzzle thing baby, or whatever fucking Remember the Titans song. Actually, hang on, was Remember the Titans Disney? I think it might have been. Ah well, hopefully it doesn't show up in Kingdom Hearts 4. Anyway, cutscene go now.
Master Xehanort!
The old coot certainly knows how to take punishment. Just like I know how to deal it out.
You monster! What are you after?
That thing right there. It's called a Keyblade, isn't it? Yep. Seems like these days everybody's got one of those. Even Grandpa there. When I nabbed him, he told me all about it. What a weapon like that can do. How could I not want one?
Well, you'll find they're picky about their owners.
If I heard the old guy right, you're what they call Keyblade Master material. So if I defeat you, that makes me the real Keyslinger. If you catch my drift. Not the most polite way to go about it. But what can you do? One more step and the coot goes boom. You think I'm gonna fight fair? As if. That key's too powerful for us to go mano a mano. For a Keyblade Master, you're not very... what's the word? Good.
What are you doing, Terra? Fight!
But Master, you'll...
Never mind me. You must fight. You can't let this ruffian win. Think of your master, Ericus. The shame he and your fellow pupils would be forced to bear. Use the Keyblade.
So much for the bluff.
Yeah, you little pug squatter marmoset bastard. I'm gonna poke your eye out with a Keyblade. But anyway, to talk about Braig's boss fight, it's kind of similar in nature to the one that Aqua already had, although it does share one thing in common with Sora's battle with Sigbar in the sense that, again, he's pretty much using a sort of targeting reticle thing, where you can deflect his shots right back at Braig, that pretty much takes him right back to the arena. I don't think these shots do actual damage, but it does take him out of sniper mode and give you a chance to hit him. If you want the most, well again, the thing that I mainly recommend in order to actually reach Braig is primarily with either projectile attacks used from a shotlock, or using rush attacks like a Sonic Shadow. Again, Braig does like to teleport around a lot, so again, if you can get him, you know, in a position where he's standing still, then yeah, pretty much use some powerful attacks to take him down, but apart from that, just play a little bit more defensively. Make sure that you can, you know, have adequate blocking strategies. You do have enough, I don't really know what to call it, but I'm going to call it parry frames to sort of block attacks similar to that, you know, like you saw there when he uses his rapid-fire machine gun pistols, whatever. Again, I know they're not machine guns, crossbow bolts technically. Whatever. The point is that you can basically use them to take down Braig out of a sniper mode, and keep yourself safe from danger, and if you have Renewal Block equipped, you're going to be healing any damage that you would have otherwise taken. There we go. And yeah, as I said earlier, utilizing Dark Haze doesn't quite give him the Doom counter, much to my chagrin. I'm curious, actually, was this the final mix, censored crosshairs, or was this the one that you would have seen in Kingdom Hearts 2? I can't quite remember. Because, I mean, that was one of the things I did actually censor in Kingdom Hearts 2, and I believe Birth by Sleep as well, but, no, well. I don't really have much more to say, because Terra's using the darkness to attack Braig. He's taking his first steps towards the dark side.
Well done, Terra. You have taken yet another step forward.
But I was consumed by anger, hatred. That was the power of darkness.
Darkness that you channeled.
No. I succumbed to it. Just like when I stole Princess Aurora's Heart of Light. I can never return home now. I'm a failure.
Then don't. You could be my pupil. Master Ericus, you see, is so afraid of darkness that he too has succumbed. Not to darkness, but to light. It shines so bright, he forgets that light begets darkness. And Aqua and Ventus, their lights shine too bright. It is only natural that they cast shadows on your heart. Ericus is such a fool. Light and darkness, they are a balance, one that must always be maintained. Terra, you are the one who shows the true mark of mastery, but he refuses to see it. And I know why. It is because he fears you. Join me. You and I can do the world's much greater good by wielding light and darkness in equal shares.
Master Xehanort.
See more worlds. Seek out the darkness that upsets the balance. Find Vanitas and bring an end to him. Master Terra.
Oh, yes. Stroking the boy's ego. Yes. Lovely boy. Yes, that's right, Terra. Bow down before me and start sucking that Xehanort dick. Yes, lovely body. I'm going to take a look at that one of these days, from a personal way.
Anyway, catch you later and I'll see you soon.
Terra! Take me with you.
I can't do that, Ven.
Why not?
When I really need you, Vin, I know you'll be there.
Well, why wouldn't I? You're my friend.
Yeah. You're right. Thanks, Vin.
Hey, you old coot! You said I wouldn't get hurt! I didn't sign up to be collateral damage! No way! As if! Okay, fine. Just put that down. You still need me. You still need me to do something, right? And all I'm asking is that you hold up your end of the bargain. I mean, what's a little scratch on my face, huh? All things considered. I'm just lucky he didn't steal my heart like Princess whatever it was. That would have ruined my week for sure.
Unlikely. A powerful light still lives inside of Terra. You see, people like him, they don't have the power to steal hearts.
So wait, you mean he's not the one who stole her heart?